Hello, golfers. Do you want to start your swing like a pro? Do you really want to know how to get your hands and arms and club in the slot coming down? I'm going to give you two 3 to 5 second drills that will transform your takeaway and downswing. So let's get started. The Nelly Korda drill. If you can learn to train this in, trust it, practice it, and take it to the golf course, you're going to feel a lot better when you walk into swinging your irons and all clubs, actually. So making this more automatic, where you're keeping the club more online and know what at the start that you're going to feel like the club head is going this way. So the club head's going this way as you're winding in your hips and upper body and kind of resisting a little bit, but really turning into your right hip. So 1, 2, and now the club's online. So it's going to feel, a lot of players need to feel like it's more like this. So the club face is square to the arc rather than like this. This is what you need to practice to begin your golf swing. Then look, you get this synced, your golf swing will get far more consistent when you play. Number one would be when we go to initiate with swing, we're in charge of moving the whole golf club and also to keep the club face fairly square and the structure in our arms more in front of our torso. So this would be a really good takeaway, like this. And that's something I trained in from a really early age, and I still work on it today. Then the next piece is going to be getting the pitch of the shaft so that it's somewhere pointing between my toes and the golf ball, and we haven't rolled the face, flattened it out, got our right arm too far behind me. Now we're in a complete pickle. So the second drill that I'm going to show you is going to be related to the downswing and what you need to do with your right hand and arm. And there's some real magic in that. But we set up that magic in the initial takeaway from a good address position. Can you see where my hands are now in relationship to my right foot? And this is where they need to be when I'm coming back down. You see where my hands are? This is the lowest the hands ever get in the golf swing right here. So we have to trust in our pelvis lift by extending our front leg, but this is a really good impact alignment. So you could hit shots just swinging from here through. Golfers, your golf habits are the compound interest of what you practice and your own self-improvement by using your own awareness. So if you've learned how to do the beginning, the start, or we call the takeaway in the golf swing, then the next part that you really want to know is, I've just separated my hands and I'm basically going to go to that zone 1, and then with my hands separated, feel like I'm pushing down on my left hand, pulling up with my right, and coiling around my spine and feeling like I'm pushing my hands away from me. And then when I go to come back down, I'm getting my right forearm and hand, which is more, my right hand is oriented more down to the ground and my right forearm is up. So learning to do this drill, split hand, is a great way to train in the right motion to go back after you've done that great takeaway in the second half of your backswing, and then getting your hands more into this orientation. You see it? Rather than a lot of people try and accelerate really early and they cast, or they turn their torso, they're spinners, and then they hit slices or or tops or whatever. So learning to get the club into a more consistent location after the takeaway, and then let's explore the next thing we're going to do is going to be then from here, how do we get the right hand and arm to be the best it can be to give us good strikes and good compression, particularly with our irons. So this motion coming back down. So in the backswing, the right arm is softly connected to your upper torso. So it's softly connected going back. So it's softly connected going back, and then coming down, it moves down and forward. It moves down and forward, keeping the right palm oriented down to the target line, the balls line. So here's your 3-second drill. Within this 3-second drill, there's a magic move that really great players learn how to do, and the best iron and ball strikers have trained in, so they know by design. So the right forearm and hand move away and wide, down and in front of your right side of your body, and your right palm is pointing more down to the golf ball. And then as you stay in right side bend, the club face is already looking at the golf ball, and that would be a center strike. That's the sweet spot path right there. With purposeful practice, it will reap big benefits. The 2 drills I showed you today only take seconds. However, you will benefit greatly and become more consistent with your club path and the relationship of your hands and arms to your body, and create a far more consistent golf swing. During the months of November through May, I'm based in Scottsdale, Arizona. And if any of you are interested in coming to take a golf school or some private sessions in person, my email is listed in the information below. I'm also going to do a special starting at the end of October when I'm back in the US. For any of you that are really interested in improving your game, I'll offer for the first 20 golfers that reach out after they've subscribed and given me a thumbs up, send me a video of your swing, and I will give you a swing analysis, give you some idea of how to go about your next steps, and I will do it for free for the next 20 people that reach out to me before the first week in November of 2025. And my contact information is below.